You have increasing marginal returns from SEO. Every net new lead or revenue or customer has increasing marginal returns against that initial investment. Hey everybody, today we're talking about how to talk SEO to CMOs. And it's going to take three things, okay? We're going to talk impact, incrementality, long-term value. Let's dive in. When we talk about impact, we need to compare the ROI of doing SEO versus doing nothing. The lack of comparison and making apathy or doing nothing the enemy is one of the biggest gaps I see. The other gap is that your ROI forecast frankly sucks. Mine sucks too. Here's the trick. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever it takes, buy it for your finance team. Get yourself a really great forecast with visualizations and everything. And from this, the impact, you can report LTV CAC, customers acquired, revenue, ROI multiple, whatever you want or whatever the CMO cares about, make sure you report your forecast and your impact analysis against that metric. Now, we've already made apathy the enemy, but what about incrementality? In other words, where else could we have spent that dollar? Like the CMO really wants to do content syndication. What's the incremental value of doing more SEO, versus content syndication, right? Like we need to know what that value is. And so you need to report on incrementality. What happens if she gives you another headcount? What happens if she gives you more budget? What happens if you get that other resource you wanted? That's really, really important. Now, lastly, and the most importantly, this is where SEO shines. This is long-term value, okay? You have increasing marginal returns from SEO. Now, humble brag, I did study economics. Oops. And we're going to talk about a thing called sunk cost. In other words, once you create a piece of content, you build a link, whatever you do, there's an initial sunk cost. But then every net new lead or revenue or customer that effort generates from here until eternity has increasing marginal returns against that initial investment. So what you're going to want to do is report on impact, incrementality, and long-term value when you're talking to CMO. Thanks.